Alrighty, welcome back, fellow gamers, to this other Ratscast. Cyber here is always coming to you once more from Destiny 2. Now, I do wish to apologize to anyone who's seen my last show, whether you saw it here on Twitch or on YouTube. It was Monday's show, of course, Monday night show. I said I was going to do this stream on Tuesday, which meant it would already been posted on YouTube, it would already be there archived. I did do the stream. I deleted the stream. The reason for that is because I had to switch controllers after the fact. I didn't realize it. Had to go back to my old controller, one that's been acting up, unfortunately, because the other controller is now apparently having some. I mean, it's been having some issues with the mic not working, but now it won't connect at all. So I spent the entire stream discussing and talking and going over all the stuff and showing you everything that was with the update, and none of it came through on the recording. Nothing was heard. So I had to switch back to my older controller that hasn't been acting really well, and I'm just have to deal with it because I need to be heard. I need you guys to hear me. There's no point in streaming for 2 hours if no one can hear what I'm saying. Okay, so first off, we're going to go over some of the stuff that came off of Bungie in the last couple of days. Now, posted pretty much on the 28th early, just before the update went live, they posted a bunch of letters. One of them is a letter from Cade himself. And it supposedly sprawled on a page torn out of the Lone Star Ranger by Zane Grey, is what it says. And it reads as such: Ikora Zavala, if you're reading this, shame on you. You didn't notice me slip out the back door. Step up your game, my buddies. Here's the play. I'm going back to the reef. Not just for a mission or two. I'll be staying there for a few days to help out our old pal Petrovich, with a few things. Nothing too serious, just pick up a few patrol slack. As always, you know the conditions of my dare, blah 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 blah. If I need backup, I'll hit up my favorite guardian. Enough said. Zavala, have you figured out your tell yet? I'll let you know. But Sundance says you're going to figure it out on your own. You know what a tough little ghost she is. How about this? Play a few rounds with Banshee while I'm gone. I bet a gold Ingram he'll figure out your tell in 3 hands. If you drop more than 4K, more than 4Ks of Glimmer, he might take pity on you and tell you what it is. Ikora, I left my Sparrow with Holiday, and I'm afraid she's gonna replace my terrorist thrusters with some of that fancy new crap the wingheads are into these days. Could you mosey on by and make sure she doesn't get too enthusiastic? I'll owe you one. Another one. See you, Starside. XOXOXOXOXO C6. When the event went live, as you can see, Cade's symbol is gone. Zavala's still here. Ikora, everybody else is still in place. But Cade is now gone. Who will be taking this spot? We don't know yet. What's going on? We have an idea. we'll have to wait until next Tuesday to find out further. Now, on to some of the changes. There was a lot. Patch notes came through for this thing. A ton of stuff happened. All this is happening before the Season 4 events, which is called the Season of the Outlaw, which begins, of course, next week on the 4th. These are all changes meant to give everybody an idea, a heads up, what's coming, what's going on, and what to expect with the Forsaken DLC. Now, they said the subclass screen update had been prepared for Forsaken. I don't know what they've changed. I didn't really see anything myself, but I'm sure we'll figure it out when they get there. Several exotics had changed. Orpheus Riggs, Cessnoid Hawk, Wormhusk Crown, Knucklehead Radar, Lucky Pants, Shinobu's Bow, the Stag, the Eye of Another World. A ton of stuff for each of the characters. I did go over most of it yesterday. I am not going to go over all of it again. The thing I do want to go over, though, is they made some changes. Before they wanted to go over a few things on how the ammo and weapons are going to work. So, basically, primary weapons and special ammo weapons may exist in either the kinetic or the energy slots. Heavy ammo weapons can exist only in the power slot. Ammo types and damage types are now fixed abilities of a specific weapon. Ammo distribution models update entirely to support weapon slot changes. Energy weapons no longer deal bonus damage to activate enemy supers. So our ammo economy is going to look like this. Primary ammo is going to be hand cannons, scout rifles, auto rifles, pulse rifles, sidearms, and submachine guns. Special ammo is going to be specifically fusion rifles, shotguns, sniper rifles, trace rifles, and single-shot grenade launchers. Heavy is going to be strictly drum-loaded grenade launchers, rocket launchers, linear fusion rifles, and swords. The following weapons which changed slots. To a kinetic. Valaganth, Shepherd's Watch, Hawthorne's Field Forged Shotgun, Alone as a God, The Perfect Paradox, the Frigid Jackal, and the Silicon Nekorama. The year one weapons that are now locked in solar damage only is the Ikelos shotgun and sniper rifle. The following exotic weapons did not change slots and still use heavy ammo, which is the Trace, the Tractor Cannon, the Legend of Icarus, Darcy, and the Whisper of the Worms. There's also some changes as far as how ammo is going to be done. there is going to be an increased precision damage output on primary ammo weapons, increased in air accuracy, but a decrease in body shot damage in PvE, and a decrease in auto rifle damage required to stagger an enemy to compensate for the reduction in body damage. So you can stagger an enemy far more quickly. Special ammo is going to reduce damage output to special ammo weapons, increase damage to trace rifles, and trace rifles now disintegrate defeated enemies. As far as the heavy ammo, grenade launchers increased damage and blast radius. Linear fusion rifles increased damage, reduced time to charge and fire, and reduced aim assist. Swords have an increased ammo and increased damage mitigation when guarding. The Sleeper Simulant went through some changes. It now has a fixed issues that when charge time was not displayed properly on weapon, and the magazine size has increased, and there's a reduced damage, base damage. The Borealis bonus damage after breaking the shield increased on precision hits, which is really nice. Still grants bonus damage on body shots. Prometheus Lens no longer generates special ammos on kills. So you have to get your special ammo somewhere else. And the tractor cannon, this is the big one that I want to make sure I went over. Before, the tractor cannon was you hit somebody with it, and as long as you hit them with any sort of void damage, you would get an increase on that damage to that enemy. Whether it was shotguns, grenades, melee, or your supers. Now, the repulsor force weakens effect now also increases non-void damage by 33%, but no longer stacks with other weakening effects. So, if you have something like Shadow Shot, which is supposed to weaken your enemy, it will no longer increase this Shadow Shot, Hammer Strikes, or other ones like that. Anything that's going to weaken the enemy is not going to do any more increased damage, which kind of sucks, because that was one of the biggest things people would do, was hit them with some of the other weakening effects to increase the damage so that we kill enemies, especially bosses, much faster. Now we're going to lose that, but we're going to be able to gain the fact that people no longer have to change weapons or weapon types or energy types to kill the enemy. They can just attack them outright, and you're going to do that 33% more damage. So you're going to get 33% damage across the board, period. You just don't get any increased ones for anyone who's using anything that's going to weaken the enemy more. So there were a lot of perk changes, and a lot of other miscellaneous stuff. Again, I'm not going to go over every single change. I did that last night. It was a very long, drawn out list. And it took up, probably the first hour of the show was me just discussing all of the changes, and I decided this time we're going to just make this more simplified. The one of the things I did notice that they changed is, if you look here now, it shows you what I'm running. So it shows that my Rift is up, and it grants me the Arc Soul, or Nova Bomb creates the synergy, or I have the mid-air activation for decreased descent, or for quickly descent, and the restore health and all that wonderful what have yous. Like I said, I haven't seen too much more as far as what they're going to be doing over here. Where the new subclass is going to be, I don't know yet, but we'll have to find that out eventually, I'm sure. As you can already see, changes have been made across the board. As far as this is actually one of the brand new weapons. If you were here last night, you saw me pick this up for doing the public event, or not the public event, the Flashpoint for Mars. This is one of the new weapons for the Forsaken. You can see the little symbol on there. The perk system is completely different. And this is going to be one of the more random roll things. And if you can see here, if you were here last night, you would have seen this. I actually had this on here, and it was actually a tier 5 when I got here, and I was able to increase this by 2 more. So my range actually increased twice already. If I get some more legendary shards, I can increase it again, because I have the shards for it. Another thing that's changed, we no longer have to fuse just one type of weapon to this slot anymore. It's no longer just strictly machine guns. It's going to be anything in the primary slot that has the high enough range for it, but it depends on what you're using, and what you're getting will depend on what you're going to need. As you can see, it changes. The amount of glimmer changes, the amount of shards change if there's any shards, and the bottom is actually a resource. Now, I don't have any of these resources because this is going to be something that we're going to find in the reef, so I can't get those yet. That's not something that is activated. You can also see that it's almost 400 light or power, so boom, we're already there. But you can see, like, when it changes to the exotic, now all I need is 500 glimmer and just the etheric spindle, instead of having to do with legendary shards like here, and the 2500 glimmer. If I had a rare, it would be even higher glimmer, higher shards, and higher resources. And that's the same across the board. Doesn't matter what weapon you're using. Here we have 10, 25, and 4,000 versus 2,000, 10, and 10. And yes, I was able to grind the hell out of this, and I got the catalyst, and everything's done. I'm so happy for that. So we are good there. So right now we can see there's my perfect paradox, just like they said it was going to be. So right here is Gentleman's Vanguard, which is my favorite sniper rifle, non-exotic sniper rifle, next to the Borealis. And actually, a lot of people like the Darcy. Darcy does more damage, but I like the Borealis. I like the changing element, which is really, really nice. Now, we are actually going to switch characters really fast as soon as I head back to the tower, because I want to drop off a couple of the weapons I have on me into the drop box, because they're going to be used for a later time. Basically, they're to be used to upgrade other weapons. I've already got my Sunshot up to 180, so I'm very happy about that. I don't really have anything I can work with there, but I do have other weapons that I want to increase. and so I'm going to need the shards and whatever the resources are to up it. Another thing I noticed too is if you have the exact same item and you upgrade that item with the same item, the resource management is much different. Like I said, I don't know if it's a if that has to do with just the fact that it's the same exact weapon, you just, fusing one to the other, or armor for that matter, because armor is the same way now as well. But yeah, it's just I was able to fuse one to the other, and I think all it cost me was Glimmer, because it was the exact same item, which is really nice. So again, there we are. You can see Cade is no longer sitting here all smug and happy. He left all of his stuff behind. Man is still here.
And here we go.
And of course, he's finally offering legendary weapons, or our sparrows, which I already have that one actually. I wish he'd offer more.
My sister told me there's some kind of shard in the travel.
I mean, it's funny, no one seems to acknowledge that Cade is gone at this moment in time. I'm assuming that's okay, but I hope next week when the DLC hits, it's going to be more of a present thing that everybody speaks about and talks about. I'd rather leave all this stuff for him because he's got the higher rank on everything, so he's gonna get the better drops. Now the spaces here in our inventory actually have changed somewhat. They've added a lot more slots to make up for a lot more things that we're going to be doing in game, and of course the vault space has also increased exponentially, which is really nice. And here again you can see there's the hawthorns, which is up here instead of way in the back like it used to be. So a lot of interesting changes in how a lot of the weapons have been changed. There's Borealis. Critical Sass, Telestro, which is now moved to the special weapons, of course. Now, I did originally have the Ikelos weapons set up for different energy ratings, but looks like they moved one of them back to its original. I don't know if I can still do it. Again, like I said, after yeah, so that was supposed to be the war. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. After next week, I'm not sure if you can still gonna change because so a lot of the mods will be changing, and so being able to change your energy will not be available anymore. They specifically tell you originally if you want to change an energy type to do it now because that feature will no longer be available. Um, so something to remember, something to look out for, and be ready for. That will be coming. Let's see. We're gonna throw this in there. We're gonna throw you in there, and we are good everywhere else. I was saving this. I need one more exotic. I think I can do it. Perfect. I think my highest two armors I have, other than the one I have now for the Sorcerers of Heroes, basically is my Braytech, and of course my faction armor, which of course is the New Monarchy. Boom. Okay, so now we are going to switch characters because we want to show you some of the other changes, which I can't show you with this character because he's already gone through everything. I did it yesterday, and so now I no longer have the ability to do it. If you notice already, there's been some changes to the map. Major changes to the map. As we're getting ready to have the reef, which is now going to be over here. Earth has become more prominent. It's in this nearly in the center, with the Traveler still above, no longer center space. Ness is still where it's at. Titan has moved down some. Mercury's now moved over, which used to be above the Traveler, and of course Io now moves over here to the opposite side. If you look over here on our thing, it shows only one symbol, and that is for the clans, for the milestone. There's no other milestones. Everything else is now updated within the system itself. So if we come over here to the Vanguard, this completely changes. Over here is the daily heroic story missions with Ikora. When we no longer talk to her, we get them straight through here. Legendary strikes, again, done through the strike missions as before, and of course over where Kate is at is the Nightfall. Who will be taking that spot again, we don't know, but still, there's a Nightfall, and of course the arms dealer with the guided games over there. Over here on the Crucible side, we have the challenges. So instead of them being milestones, they're now challenges, and we have 3 matches that we have to win in both competitive and quick play match. And of course, we still have the Rumble and the private event. Labs is now gone. It doesn't show any other symbols. I'm sure other things will be coming in here with Crucible and stuff when the new Iron Banner takes place, which I believe is the week after launch. And we're going to have a new mode for that as well. And of course, now the Flashpoint is now going to be on the planet itself. You saw that giant yellow tag. If you come over here to Anna Bray, it's going to show you Flashpoint Mars, and it tells you what you need to do. Before, it was strictly primarily completing public events, and now it's pretty much you do anything. Do adventures, do heroic adventures, do lost sectors, public events, the whole 9 yards, patrols. I know when I did this originally, my Hunter already had 2 patrols on there, and it gave me 10%. I don't know why it's acting up the way it is. It says I only have 1%, and that happened last time too. When I first did this, I logged in, I think it was a couple of hours after the update went live, and I did 2 patrols, and I got 10% each. It said 20%. And okay, cool. When I came back to stream later on that night, I had 0%, and my bar wasn't as high as this, but it was still, like I said, it was like not even actually a quarter of a way. It was just really just like I said, a small little dot, because it was just like 2 slices. But it didn't show it, and as I went up, it didn't show anything, and it finally said 1%. And of course, it completed with 1%, and it's like, how is this 1%? It should be more than that, but it's just not showing. For some crazy unknown reason, it's not wanting to let us see what it is. But that's okay. We are going to go ahead and we're going to just drop here. And see what public events come up. Another big change you want to discuss, and I'm going to come over here to Anabray first. As you can see, I have the Borealis and this guy. I'm working on the thing for him.
No,
It's
anything
blue above her head now because, again, she has a thing on her. And you can see here, it shows the resource. No longer shows tokens. Tokens are no longer a thing. We're no longer doing tokens. Everything's a matter of resources. So you can either turn in your resources to get stuff from her, or you hang on to it for upgrades and other stuff. Now, I am currently working on the Borealis Catalyst. So we'll be working with some of that. Right now, I'm really, really close to Solar Kill, so that is what we're going to be working on. Switch over. Oh, one shot that bad boy. Shield went down in a heartbeat. Shit, I would have had him if I didn't have to reload. Gotcha, bitch. Ah, shit, I'm out of ammo. Thank you. And again, you gotta remember, when you change weapons, you are not automatically going to have ammo for it. You're going to have to gain that the old-fashioned way. By killing enemies. Now, I was thinking about changing my primary weapon. Oops, dang it. I forget I can't pick up things with this bad boy. To my hand cannon. I hate to do that because I would lose all that ammo. I don't know if it comes back or not. All I know is this gets reduced now, and then if I go back, any ammo drop I would have had for it would have been for see. Oh, actually, no, they changed that. Wow, weird. They said I wasn't gonna do that. It says it's gonna be strictly for whatever primary weapon it was. So if it was a shotgun, it was gonna be shotgun only. Who's shooting me? Ah, didn't see you there. Hello. Smile for the birdie. Ah, there you guys are. Oops. Oh, got him. I didn't think I did for a moment. I love my sniper. I miss having it as a primary weapon, or well, not primary, but specialty weapon. Next to my shotgun, they were the weapons I used the most in most things, whether it was PvP or Crucible. I mean, Crucible, PvP, or PvE activities. That was just my weapon of choice. Because I love the power that the shotguns have for killing stuff. And I just love sniping these from a distance. So again, you can see that I'm not getting any tokens. It's all resource based. I'm not getting anything from my other gun. This is not helping me. Okay. Do I have anything on the other side yet? Ah, yes. Coolness. This will help me out a great deal because I can get some ammo finally for my shot or for my sniper. Yep. As you can see, we got some power back to our hand cannon, which is always really nice. That was a total waste of a super. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. Maybe they think they can generate enough ammo to get more.
I'm detecting all sorts of strange hive bioenergy coming from your location, and that is never a good sign. What's the plan here?
Shoot lots of hive.
That's a good plan.
That's weird. We didn't get the heroic. Strange.
The portal. That's the last of the wizards.
No hive biosignatures on my end. They weren't a match for you guys.
You would think with all these people here we would have gotten that easily. I don't know why it didn't go through. What didn't register? Receptor. There he is. Oh, right off. I love it. There we go. And it's so funny too, because there was a time when I used to hate snipers and shotguns. And they're like all I use now. And so many reasons. For so many things. Stagger, drop. Do I have the right ghost on me? Hell's Basin, yes I do. I could use that one, this one's better. In the back. There you are. Gotcha. Okay, let's see what we got here. See if anyone's doing this.
The Cabal sure are persistent. I'll give them that.
Don't worry. We'll deal with them as many times as it takes.
That thing's not going anywhere without a ventilation system.
Owie, that hurt. Oh, wait, another boss on top of me.
Another day, another injection rig down.
Nice. I'll head over and study what's left of it. Maybe we can reverse engineer some of their technology.
Yeah, about that.
You broke everything, didn't you?
Now, there are several new trailers out. If you haven't had a chance to watch them, I would suggest doing so. One of which is shows more of the Dreaming City and gets us an idea of what the, well, not really an idea, but it shows a little bit of what Dreaming City is about, and gets us a little idea, small idea on what the raid area is going to look like, what the actual raid is going to be. We don't know for sure. It's a mystery, but it should be fun. That part is for sure. Ever-changing Egoverse. It should be quite an interesting challenge, to say the least. One shot, one kill. I may not be as good with Widowmaker as I would like to be, but I damn well wish I was, because I love her. I love the fact that she has a shotgun, and I love having a shotgun in my hand and one-shotting things like a bitch. Oh, you weren't looking there, were ya? Boom! Oh, off the top. Give you a little bit of a haircut there. Or should I say a head cut? Same chest before? I don't know. New chest. Nice. I'll come over here and pick up some more ammo. Uh-oh. Change types again. So I know I'm done with the solar. I don't want to do that. Ah. You have to admit that was excellent. Most of that was done on the move without really taking more than a second to aim. I haven't been able to figure out the no scope yet. I would love to, because that would be like the ultimate supreme. Nope. See, I was wrong. Yeah, it would just mean that my skills were that good that I can actually no scope people that would love to be able to be that good, but I'm not. I'm good, but I'm not that good. I can snipe them out of the air sometimes. Let's see what we got here. I'm trying to save the okay, so solar's done. I'm trying to save the void, because void is automatic, and I always have to switch weapons to get to the other two, so I want to do those ones first so I don't have to worry about them later. The only thing blue I'm keeping, if it's 380, I might keep it. But other than that, I've been getting rid of everything blue just because it's so expensive to upkeep. I'm gonna go ahead and break it though. See, where are we in the other Ecoverse? Nothing spectacular there. We're almost done. Probably the... Back there's the sparrow I was talking about that Hawthorne has. Oh, not Hawthorne, I mean that that Amanda Holiday has. I got it with my warlock and I gave it to him because he needed one that could activate it quickly. For the longest time, he was the only one without a sparrow that launched with a tap. Knucklehead radar would be really nice right about now too. I think I have that on me, do I? No, I don't have my knucklehead on me. Shh. Bitch. Shit, I missed. That time I didn't. Reload. Through the fire, bitches. Okay, to the door. Come on, drop some dirty bombs on. Ah, bitch and a half. I wasn't expecting to run through like that. I gotta stay back. If I don't stay back, they come to the door to attack me.
LOL.
Oh. Hey, Drew. Found my channel, okay. Fullness. Ah, shit. I kind of missed. Yep, wrong type.
Yeah, sorry, a little late. I was running a nightfall with my buddy.
Ah, no problem. I appreciate you stopping in. Drew here, by the way, everyone is another of the kind of funny best friends. He also asked today if people are playing Destiny, so I went ahead and added him right away and let him know about the others in our little community. You got to see that raid we did live here. And I hope to do more stuff with everybody coming up really soon. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Shit. Well, be that way. Ow, 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 ow. Not quite. Wrong color. Wrong color. Okay, there we go. Hate wasting my ammo on him, but gotcha. Nice. That's what I needed. Load up. Naughty night, bitch. Ah. Anybody else? Sweet. Anyone else? Nope, that's it. The door's open. We're good. Let's pick up some ammo. Awesome. Ah, shit. I switched. Happened to type again. Okay, so where am I with my grind? 74. Okay. Coolness. Boom. That goes up. I can't wait till the new collection screen shows up, though. They haven't added that yet. Or any of the milestones. Uh-oh, we got trouble. No time for you, bitches. Get out of my way. There it is. I've done enough of these to know what this means. Shit. Ow, 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 ow. Damn it, I'm used to doing this, ow. With Crimson on, so I at least get some health back, but damn. They just like melted me. Oh, they're on level 2. Shoot. Okay. Did they already get the crystal down? Think so. I don't know where the sword's at, though. Oh, nope. Okay, he didn't get it. He didn't complete it. Looks like he's by himself. It's tough trying to do this by yourself. It's not fun. God damn it. Okay, we have a big guy over here. Sweet. Okay. Let's clean out the riffraff. Much better. Who's shooting at me from behind? Oh, you. Night night. Oh, get it. I switched weapon types again. Stupid me. Run! Okay, duck behind this thing for a while.
If there are any Guardians on this channel, a war site just crashed in your vicinity. I could use your help recovering its data.
We can't let the Hive claim this warsat.
It's probably just gonna be me, myself, and I. Looks like that's okay. We'll do the best we can.
To fight back the Hive.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. Come on, please. Give it javelin. Okay. Anybody else want some? Nice!
The Hive suppression field is up.
Awesome. Sweet, got it.
Rasputin is calling in the Valkyrie at your location.
Oh, cool, we got more people now. Okay, someone's got that one. That's fine. I just hate letting the Valkyries go to waste. Can't always use them. When you're by yourself, it's really tough trying to do this. God damn it, you moved.
The Hive suppression field is up.
That'll take care of that problem.
Just what you need. The Valkyrie's online.
Pick up some ammo here. Someone's always got to stay on point, unfortunately. Oh, there he is.
The hive suppression field is up.
Nice. Sweet.
The hive are sending an over. Rasputin's initiated offensive subroutines. The javelin should be there any moment.
We'll catch
Charge and release. Boom. Ooh, we got another enemy over here too. Nice. Shit, got my way. Guardian down.
Ogre down. Warsat clear.
All in a day's work.
Awesome.
Great job out there.
Now I'm gonna take out this asshole. Bingo! Mega loot. Yeah, obviously it's so nice having Borealis in that secondary slot versus having it in the power slot where it was before. I got a lot more ammo than I used to. Got a lot more use out of it than I used to. And I'm no longer stuck to having to use ammo that sometimes doesn't always drop as much as I would like, except during public events. And then you tend to have a shit ton. I missed. How dare I? You moved. Come on, little rat. Aha! You thought you could hide from me. Barely even need to look. I love it. Again, I'm not saying my sniper skills are all that great. They're fairly good. Definitely not no top tier, that's for damn sure. Okay, so we should, I believe, that... yeah, that's what I thought. We should have been done before that public event came up. Because that lost sector should have been enough to finish the reward.
Let's make it happen.
Bing, bang, boom. We now talked to her instead of going to talk to Cade like we used to. Again, Cade is no longer here. You'll be getting your rewards strictly from the person in question. And again, if I want to turn my stuff, I can. I'm not doing that because I want to save those.
Let me know if you find any Golden Age tech out there.
So. Ah. So where my warlock got a new weapon, he got new armor. Let's see what this is. Ah, the spider. The Woken have been bleeding territory for years now. Tangled Shores was just the first to slip between the cracks, the spider. Oops. Let's see. Spider's operatives have within dead orbits. Really? There's a man named Hao who sounds truly terrified to receive a direct call from his covert employer. Spider buries his real desires within a long list of weapons and ammunition, but Hao still manages to single it out. Did you say number 89 on the manifest? Dover 15. I do not believe I did. I do not believe I shuddered. I stuttered. Yeah. But that's... It's so old. Pre-Golden Age. We think... Lade's best guess is that it was part of a moving art exhibition? You tell me nothing I don't already know. But why do you want it? Spider might have left the man alive up until now. A pity, really. All you need to know is how much I paid you, how much I pay you if you bring it to me. Alright, Hal says dubiously. Give me a number, 100 hours. You have 40. Spider ends the call and begins to proceed to wipe it from the record. Okay, so again, this says temporary. Now, I imagine that the shaders are going to be changing. I know we're supposed to get the mass dismantle soon, but maybe the way that the shaders are going to be implicated is going to change or something. I don't know, but this happened the same thing with the weapon. It said temporary, and I don't know why it says temporary. But again, this is an item that is not, or an item that we no longer have with our system. So, this does look like funky. That's the color I'm currently using with my armor. Okay, it's actually higher, but I like the cooldown on these. In any case, as you can see here, the perks are completely changed. We now have gone from just doing mobility, recovery, and all that crap to actually having perks that matter. Perks that actually players might want to use. So first we're going to have the scout rifle scavenger. So scout rifles get bonus reserves when picking up ammo. Nice. Primary ammo finder. Aha. Increases the drop of primary ammo on kills. Sweet. Could always use that. Shotgun dexterity. Faster ready and stow speed of shotguns. Not too bad. Bomber. Reduces grenade cooldowns when using your class ability, not too bad. And of course we have the mobility trait, and if we want, we can go with reinforce for resilience. So those are still here. It's just we get added stuff on top of it, and then of course this, which is the heavy hunter armor, which is also improves resilience altogether. So again, we can choose what perks we want. This is out of heroic resistance for its modification, and if I had more legendary shards, I can move it to 3. I can still do these mods right now. Again, I don't know how this is going to work because this whole mod system is going to change. But you can see here, this is what the new system is going to look like. You can see the new random roll perks that we're getting. That's why I wanted to use him, so we can actually get an idea of what is coming. Because I showed you the weapon from on my my warlock. Now you get to see the armor, and we get to get a great idea of what is happening, what is coming, and what we are to expect. Ooh, I like that. With the Forsaken DLC. So, and that's what all this is about, really. It's just to show you guys how everything's changing, what's changing, and how it's going to affect the ecosystem. I got a shit ton of dust. And way more glimmer than I know what to do with. Again, you can see here, it shows details of what I have on my character. So I already know. Somebody asked, so you have this? No, I have the 6 fire and the golden gun. Or I have you know, I can tell I have the quiver on this one, the Morpheus quiver, because I have the multiple shots. And I can just look at it and say, okay, this is what I have, because it tells me, yeah, the path of the, you know, the way of the Pathfinder, or the way of the outlaw, or the way of the warrior. It tells you, and then and everybody knows, okay, so you got that one. Well, we need you to go to this one. Can you change over? Okay, let me go in here and I'll go change to my other thing. So it makes it easy for everyone to know. You don't have to actually go in and go, okay, what's what? You can just say, oh, this is what I have. And you can see right there the Morpheus quiver symbol is up on, you know, each of the things. You can see which symbol is what, so it tells you, which makes it much easier for people to see what's going on and how this is working. So that's cool. I'm glad I got the armor instead of the weapon. I know a lot of people, especially a lot of my friends who are, my new friends, I should say, who are part of the Kind of Funny group. A lot of them got weapons from this. So it's nice to see the armor and be able to show you guys the armor, so you guys see the armor changes as well. That's really, really important. And again, everything has changed.
I got gauntlets with my Titan.
Nice. Yeah, you missed it. I got a submachine gun primary with my warlock, and it was like because he's so high level, he's my highest level character. That one actually dropped at 398. So it's like, that is like my highest weapon next to my armor, because he has the a legendary armor from the event. I didn't get a chance to masterwork it, but I can still. It says I can. It says you still be able to finish it after the fact, but it's just being able to have the time and find people to help with the nightfalls and the raids and all that wonderful stuff like that to get the armor up. And I don't always play my warlock with everything. Depends on what we need. But he is my primary character. Another thing too, and I probably should have shown you guys this. If you noticed, the Leviathan is missing from the map. Before, it used to sit over off in the corner on its own.
Guardian, we have an emergency. Rasputin is under attack.
Ah, that's why I came back here.
What's big enough to threaten Rasputin?
It's Zol. He's launched a direct assault.
What can we do?
Get to the power station and I'll help you take him down.
If you come over here on Nessus, now we have the Leviathan. Now you can choose your raid and your raid layer from there. It's not where it used to be. So that's another major change. The Leviathan is not on the world map. Oops. But it is part, it's still part of Nessus. It used to be over Nessus, now it's a part of the Nessus map. Oh, change types again. Gotcha. Okay. Dead. That's what you get for running ahead. First off, you can't because there's a gate blocking the way, dude. Secondly, yeah, that was like dumb. This is not your standard enemy that usually hides in this area. These are a little bit more powerful and a little bit more readable. That's not what the word meant. Oh my god, die! Bastard. We've already gone in. I'm still killing out the last idiot. Funny name. Scotty Dottie. Some people come up with some creative names, that's for sure. Boom. Boom.
I'm gonna go to bed, man. Let me know if you want to run anything.
Yeah, no problem, Drew. Hit me up tomorrow. And thanks for stopping by, bud.
For sure, man. Take care.
Mm-hmm. You too.
Open the cooling vents on the inhibitors.
Gotcha.
Then hit it with everything you've got.
Shit. Go away. I don't want you in my face. Someone's missing.
Attention. Neural net inhibitor offline. Core power levels rising. Continued fluctuations will result in a critical failure. All personnel are advised to initiate safety protocols. Remember, a safe work environment is a happy work environment.
I know where the other guy is. God damn it.
That
Nice.
node is giving off strange readings. I need a closer look.
Oh no. With the inhibitor offline, the neural network is going crazy. I'll try to stabilize it. Defend the area.
Actually, no. Up. Ah.
Got it. Neural net is online and ready. Now for the inhibitor vent.
Come on.
The inhibitor vent is open.
Core power levels approaching critical overload. Personnel are recommended to evacuate.
That's weird. Oh, we're gonna get an ogre instead. Okay. Normally we have a shrieker eye over there.
Great work. Get to the core before it goes critical. It's time to forge a new Valkyrie.
We could really use the Valkyrie right now.
Stabilized. Kind of. But the Valkyrie is ready. Alright. I need you to throw the Valkyrie into the core and force a full meltdown.
Shit! I know the other guy was already down. Damn it. Okay, try this again. Oh. Okay. Oh.
Complete core meltdown initiated. If you can hear this message, you are too close to the core.
The Valkyrie is supercharged.
Nice work. Now comes the hard part. Taking down Zol.
Zol. What is it?
He's an ancient worm god. One of the original few that made the Hive into what they are today. He was brought here by a fanatical priest named Nokris. Rasputin froze Nokris and Zol, but now they're loose. We have to put down Zol for good.
Ish.
seen anything so powerful. Be careful.
Ah, shit, I got no weapons. Shit, impact on the surface. Hard to hit the eye when I can't really see it. Okay. Run!
Try to hold on a little longer. Anna is bringing the neural net online.
Oh, he's almost down. God, they did so much damage. I love it. He's dead.
You did it. Rasputin is saved.
You know we've always got your back, Anna.
And I've got yours.
Nice. I can't pick that one up. Alright. So now if we come back over here, we can see that one of the two spots has been checked off because we did that one, and now it's just doing the Nightfall, which I don't have anyone to do Nightfall with. Not the point, though. And of course, the Crucible situation. And we stopped by over here, and now I gotta talk to a few people. I don't think I have my yeah, not quite on my thing for him yet. But still. 55%. Okay, that's why. Oh, no, wrong planet. The wrong circle. Bing, bang, boom. And of course, you no longer have to go talk to Zavala at the end of the challenge to get the reward. You automatically get the reward. However, there's still tokens right now. I don't know if those are still going to be there because they said they're going to do away with all the tokens, but right now we still have tokens for Crucible and for the strikes, so you still can turn those in. I imagine the raid is probably also still going to have tokens. Especially since I don't know how any other way how they're going to do the raid without tokens. Especially the Leviathan. Oh, the new one is probably completely different. But Leviathan, to be able to do Leviathan, because there's no real vendor for that one. You don't actually buy anything. You just turn in the tokens to the one guy. And there's no actual
Sentry checking in. Heading to station.
380, nice. I'm trying to think of the right word. There is no resources on the Leviathan, so they'd have to literally either make a resource, or they're gonna have to keep the tokens, or they're gonna have to figure out a whole new system
Eververse isn't just a title. It's a fact.
Checking.
for that. Nice.
All done.
And again, if you come here and look,
Too heavy.
so again, I only need 10 and 6 of the shards to upgrade this bad boy. If I had this actual cloak, I think I do. I just don't have it on me.
Eververse isn't just a title. It's a family. Eververse
Yes,
is
I
at
used to
your
have it.
service.
Right now, there's no other things going on, no other special events, because the event is over, so this extra package is gone. It's just the regular bright engrams.
Thanks for shopping Eververse, Guardian. We drove the Red Legion out. We'll do the same to whomever comes next.
I actually already have one of these shells if I want to use it.
Eververse trades into its weak field in hearts of Guardian's journey.
It's busy.
Eververse isn't just a title, it's a family philosophy. Always another mile, and forever another tomorrow.
Something useful. Your return honors me, Guardian.
Ooh. Okay, that's new. Now I wish I had something to get rid of. You know, I have a lot of these. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's really, really weird. So he's no longer decrypting engrams, he's doing the mass shader. It didn't give me anything for him though. Okay, so I want to show you guys this real fast. Because I do have a rare now. You can see we're dealing with 35 glimmer. We're dealing with 15 shards. We're still doing the 10, thank goodness, but still, like I said, some of the resources went up. Depends on what it is you're looking for.
So who won?
And this is actually supposed to change too. It said that it's going to take 100 materials to go up a level, where right now it's not as much. So I'm trying to make sure I get as much out of my
Put him down.
materials as I can. Do, 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 do. You can go bye-bye. I don't know, I like my Polaris Lance. This is only temporary for now. I don't know if I want these or not. I mean, they're nice, but let me see something here. Which is this one? Obviously one I wanted to keep because I colored it. I haven't decided whether I want to keep that or not. I can't do anything with it anymore. Other than change its clothes. Which still looks really nice. I just don't know if I can upgrade it or not, because other than adding abilities to it, there's not a lot I can do. I'm stuck at 350 because you can't mod it any further. There's Knucklehead. Those are the Titan ones. Make room, get rid of the crap. But yeah, I thought I had that cloak, but apparently I do not.
Don't stop fighting. We all appreciate it.
So I think we're gonna put that in the vault for now. And as you see, you can change the thing like I did before, Silas, but and it shows you your stats. But we no longer have the collection section. This art is gone now, because again, that's going to be coming to the actual player screen at a later time. Right now, it's not available because we don't have it. But it will be a tab up here on top, and we'll be able to just faction over to it and go in there and say, okay, this is what we have, this is what we got. You know, I want to pick up this weapon. I I want to pick up this weapon, that weapon, whatever, and I can go in there and get a copy of it, where before we had to come here to the vault. It's going to be here on screen with the characters, which is really, really nice. Again, that's another thing too, is you can actually look and see, you know, what my gear stats are. I can look at all the stuff and say, okay, I want to change this because this is low. I'm going to change that because that's too low. And I can actually look in there. I don't have to actually scope out each individual thing anymore. I can actually just view things and say, okay, this is what.
This is what happens if you don't do maintenance. I told them.
It will look kind of funky, but it would change. Yeah, give me slightly higher.
I heard this was a
Interesting. I mean, they're almost the same helmet, just different coloring, and the setup's a little bit different, but still. If I put Nemus Midnight up, then I'm actually dealing with more power. There we go. Alright. Back over to Banshee, get rid of this stuff. Actually, I should wait because my Warlock can do it. He'll get higher gear stuff from the Banshee than he will, I think. I think his is...
What do you think?
Oh no, same thing. Okay.
Yep.
That's fine then.
Keep it loaded. Oh, you've been there a while. Yeah.
Couldn't possibly be that simple, could it?
Hmm. I just rather get the shards. I can always get a higher weapon I can use anyways. Alright, we are going to call this one here, guys. I want to thank everyone who stopped off and checked out my channel tonight. As always, I appreciate it so very much. And a big shout out to my new kind of funny best friend, Drew 7466. Again, if you're part of the kind of fun community and you didn't watch games daily today, he asked for help on Destiny 2 because his clan is rather small and there's not a lot of people playing, and he wanted to try to get raids done and some other stuff, and just wanted to have some best friends help him out. So I'll let him know about Link and the rest of us that joined his group, and so he joined us, and you know, that's what the kind of funny best friends are for. We try to take care of our own. Usually a lot of these groups though, when they people do the shout out things and ask for help, usually a lot more people flock to them. I know about some other, other people. Link, there was 6 of us that joined him, so there's 7 of us total. And so Drew actually makes 8. So that's really nice. But it gives us reserves in case we need to pull somebody for another thing, or somebody has to leave. Which is always a good thing to have in reserves. And that's kind of what the funny best friends are for. Just to help support each other and do things for each other. So if you are with the kind of funny Egoverse and you didn't watch the thing, you can go ahead and add Drew to your PlayStation Network if you have PlayStation. If you don't, sorry. Another thing I'd like to mention about the PlayStation, if you didn't already know, PlayStation announced its free games for the month of September with PlayStation Plus. Almost all of them but one is going to be cross-buy with the PlayStation 4. One of those is active right now. You can download it right now to your PlayStation 4, and that, of course, is Destiny 2. The original game is now available for free the entire month of September. So, if you're never played and you want to get into it, you're watching or think you want to try it, or you played it and say you kind of got bored with it and you left it, you got away from it, and you sold your disc or whatever, and you decide you didn't want to play anymore, but you're starting to see all the new stuff that's coming out for Forsaken, you're interested in jumping back in, now's the time. Go in there, download it. Like I said, that went free this week. I think everything else starts the following week. But still, like I said, Destiny 2 is available right now for download, and it will be available for the rest of August and all of September. So, again, if you haven't already got it and you want to check it out, please do. You're going to get all these updates that you just seen right here with me. The only thing you won't have, of course, is the 2 expansion packs, which is the Warmind expansion for Mars, and of course the Curse of Osiris on Mercury. But other than that, you're going to have the base game. You're going to have all the new weapon changes and weapon slot changes. And all that coming with the expansion. And there's going to be other free things that's coming with the game if you don't get the Forsaken, but I would suggest it because there's a lot more. And even the season pass that's been listed out looks interesting. Looks like there's a lot of content that's going to be coming, including the new raid layer. Lots of new weapons that you won't have access to. I mean, there are going to be some new weapons you're going to get, but the Black Armory is which we saw that little thing for, is going to show us, going to get us a lot of really new Golden Age tech weapons that you've probably seen in the trailers and stuff. So if you want to get a hold of some of those weapons, you need to have the expansion pass. Like I said, I'm going to play through it. I'm going to check it out, see if I like it, and if I do, I'll probably drop the $30, additional, and go ahead and get it. I wasn't planning on it originally, but the closer we get to the expansion, the more I see for Forsaken, the more excited I'm starting to get. I'm trying to keep my expectations low. I'm trying to keep the hype down because I don't want to be disappointed again. But it's hard to, because so far everything's looking really, really good. It looks like they're really making positive changes in this game, and I can't wait to see what that's like. So far, I'm liking everything that I did here the last couple of days. I'm liking the fact that I have, if you didn't see it earlier because I was, like I said, I had that stream yesterday and my mic was off, but I was able to have my Perfect Paradox in my primary slot and be able to use that sucker wherever I wanted to, and then get my son shot and just boom, 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 and just get all kinds of really crazy kills, and had such a good time using those two weapons in that format. It was it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. You know, I'm used to having that the shotgun in the secondary slot because it was special ammo. And that one's not a special ammo. That's a primary. So that means I'm getting to pick up more ammo for the primary than I will the secondary. So that was really cool. Actually, no, that's still secondary, but still, I was just picking up more ammo for it, which is really, really nice. And I was enjoying just the use of having that shotgun there and not having to pull it up as my power weapon and not have the use of my rocket launcher like I need to for the big explosions, for destroying the big enemies, whatever. I'm stuck with just the shotgun. I like having my shotgun for some of the yellow enemies and some of the yellow or orange enemies. I can go in there, break shields, pop, 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 take down enemies really bad. But when you get to the big bosses, you got to have, well, you want your sniper rifle to help do some damage, but you need your rocket launchers or your big, heavy machine guns and the stuff that does super massive damage, because that's what you want. You want to do really massive damage really, really fast. And even though the shotgun, the Perfect Paradox, fires really, really fast and does some great damage, it's too close range. And as you know, most bosses boop you out of the way and, you know, push you aside, and that can be dangerous because if you're near an edge, there you fly. You don't want to be near edges. You want to be away from the boss when you're hitting them. So you want something that's going to give you some distance. So again, rocket launchers, grenade launchers, heavy machine guns, which is coming back. All hail the Thunderlord. So I know that's coming back. It's going to be part of the. I know it's going to be part of the year. Destiny 1 weapons that are coming back. You cannot bring back heavy machine guns and not bring back the Thunderlord. Whether they bring the other two that they created afterwards in, I don't know. But Thunderlord's got to be part of it. That's for damn sure. Okay. Anyways, so that takes care of this episode. Again, thank you guys all very much for being here and being part of the show. If you are new to the channel and you are enjoying it, please follow along. Put the notification button on so you know when we go live here on Twitch. And check out my YouTube channel, links down below. If you're watching this later on YouTube, thank you for stopping in as well. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button if you are enjoying the show. And if you guys have any comments or questions all about the Destiny 2 Forsaken expansion and the 2.0 update that we just had, or any of the games that I play, you can leave those in the spaces down below, or on any of my social media sites. Those links are also down below for you guys. Thank you guys again for being here, for being part of the show. Hope to see you guys on the very next episode of the Ratscast. But until then, this is cyperrat signing out for now. Later, bye.